Good morning, and welcome back to the not-so-wonderful world of Skyrim, where we've got some devastating news. I went ahead and used console commands to summon Raya to my side, and it turns out that at some point over the last couple of videos, she died. And because of the settings that I've got, this means that she died to one of Firebrand's own destruction spells, right? I've got it set so that the companion can only take a last hit from the player character, and that means she either caught the splash of a spell or I accidentally targeted her. I went back to my last video and didn't see it happen, so it was probably in the video before that, and I totally didn't notice. Like, this caught me completely off guard. I thought that I had just left her behind somewhere, but yeah, this is pretty big for a story perspective, because Raya was very, very important to Firebrand, and up to this point, Firebrand's been very good with destruction magic. She's been very deadly, she's been very fairly accurate overall, but this shows that she's been being far too cavalier with the lives of her companions, and that's going to change. So we've got lots of stuff to pick up, and in fact, what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to summon our spider back. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. You're going to need to carry some things. I'm sorry. Go ahead and get you to hold on to some stuff. The Ring of Minor Destruction I'm probably going to put on. Okay, now that you've got the stuff, head on back to Henderheim, and I'll see you there. The Dragon Bone and the Dragon Scales we're just going to have to leave behind. Go ahead and summon our nymph. Alright, so those two will go ahead and take some stuff and get on out of here. I'm going to have to drop a couple of things as well. We'll drop a bunch of arrows. Pets will get out of here. Absolutely devastating. I'm honestly, like, on an off-game level, not entirely okay right now. I'm sure eagle-eyed viewers will know exactly where I went wrong and exactly where I signed the death warrant of my incredible follower. But I'm not good right now. Like, I'm not good at all. Okay, so I want to go to Snowpoint Beacon, but unfortunately I've got so much stuff that I have to move on to Dawnstar. Like, it's a game, and people make mistakes, and it's not that important, but I'm, like, actually feeling legitimate emotional feelings right now about losing Raya. And I'm going to leave this in. Because what's going to happen now is Firebrand is going to start being more careful with her spell selection. Instead of just throwing around destruction spells, we're going to have to start, like, using illusion and using other things to pacify and allow our followers to deal with things without putting them in danger. Because this cannot happen again. We've still got Faendal, we've still got Lydia, but this cannot happen again. So Fury, Pacify, other kinds of spells, we're going to start doing more with. For now, it's onward to Dawnstar, or at least the outskirts of Dawnstar. Maybe I'll find a... I need to find a merchant out here. Anyone out here? No? I'm definitely hungry, so we'll go ahead and grab a potato soup.
As if Skyrim didn't have enough outsiders. Now we've got mercenaries from Hammerfell strutting about.
The Mortar and Pestle. It's 7:50 a.m., so a lot of places aren't open yet.
Your ancestors wouldn't want this, Silas.
Why should I hide from it? This is my family's legacy.
It's the past. Dead oaths on dead lips. Let it stay there.
The museum is opening, Medina.
Oh, right. I heard that there was a museum opening in Dawnstar. This happened off video, but I got like a letter saying, hey, please join, or please visit our museum in Dawnstar. Looks like someone over here is starting to take up work, so...
Gods, I'm so tired.
You and me both.
I helped my husband Rustleif run the forge. He's a marvel with steel.
What can you tell me about Dawnstar?
Not much. I came here a few years ago from Hammerfell when I married. The land is beautiful, but I can't stand this cold.
You and me both.
I don't know how Rustleif manages it.
All right. Oh, you're from Hammerfell.
That's right. Home of the Red Guards. The land of sand and seas. I hope one day I'll convince Rustleif to take us back there. Until then, I'm content running the forge together here in Dawnstar.
Fair enough. What do you got to sell? Or what do you got to sell?
Take a look.
Or more likely, how much gold you got? You got 1128. Moving 10% faster is not nothing. We're going to hold on to that. The Nordic Sword of Scorching we're going to hold on to for display purposes because Raya. But that brings us down to below our carry weight.
We forge every day if you need anything.
So what I really need is a place... I need an enchanter's table. Because I need to be able to disenchant my... a couple of items.
They say that vampires attacked the Hall of the Vigilant. Burned it to the ground. Never.
The
Vampires are
Mortar
apparently getting
makes
more and
potions,
more...
if you can't tell from the name. Just step up to the counter.
more and more aggressive.
No, I don't have anything for bad dreams, so don't ask.
I'm gonna regret this, but what do you mean?
New in town? Oh, you're lucky. Dreams aren't affecting travelers. Everyone else, though. They're horrible. Imagine dying over and over again in your dreams, night after night. They say a priest of Mara is visiting the Wind Peak Inn. Says the divines will take care of everything. We'll see about that.
Sounds like Daedra to me, if I'm being honest. I've had to deal with them a few times recently. All right, what do you got to sell?
Take a look.
There we go.
Let me know if you come down with the rattles.
Like I said, what I need is an enchanting bench. Chances are good there's a Jarl around here somewhere. And that Jarl usually has a court wizard. And that court wizard usually has an enchanting table.
You've come to Dawnstar at a strange time, friend. Seems everyone in the town is having nightmares.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Dangerous post, Dawnstar. If the bandits don't get you, the enemies will.
Looking for the Jarl's Longhouse.
Divine's sake, Skald. Who do you think we're threatening with our old war wounds? We're not soldiers anymore.
Your man Horik is wearing his old Legion armor. What should I make of that?
He's
just
proud
one of
of
the
his
miners.
service,
I don't want
Skald.
any trouble.
The Legion taught us loyalty, and we're loyal to Dawnstar.
This isn't over. I catch you sending one letter to General Tullius. I'll have you both executed.
My duty is to guard Brina Merilis. Watch your hands around the legate.
Okay. There's definitely some drama going on around here.
If you're here about the nightmares, I'm afraid my pleas to the College of Winterhold go unheard.
Are you the court wizard?
If you could call it that. The Jarl can make all the demands in the world. I'm not setting one foot on that battlefield. I fought in the Great War. I cut enough young lives short. I'm not gonna do it again.
Okay, well, you mentioned Winterhold, which means I should probably try to help.
Huh. I had you figured for a mage. I think you'll appreciate this.
Let's start with what I've got to sell. And we do have a spell tome. Now, what do you got? Fear. Strangulation. Looking for stuff I don't have yet. Now, I believe Elemental Flare is going to be our first. Oh, Elemental Flare's Novice. Okay, never mind.
Mistake.
Alright, so once again, you've
I
got
have the
there it
lines,
is.
I'm tired.
Fiery Soul Trap. Excellent. And that frees up our carry weight a
The
bit.
servant of Skald the Elder. Not worthy of
Unless
time.
you're here to solve this nightmare problem, I don't need you.
Are you prepared for dragon attacks?
The only reason dragons are attacking is because Talos is angry with us for turning our backs on him. As soon as we drive the Empire out of Skyrim, the dragons will vanish. Mark my words. Oh, the Stormcloaks are destined to win this fight. Talos is with us, and when you fight under a divine's blessing, victory is assured. Dawnstar has a history of being the site of battles that have crippled the fate of the Empire. I hope this remains true. Don't bother me again unless it's important.
Okay, so we're going to grab a quick screenshot, because that's going to be our thumbnail.
If you're here about the nightmares, I'm afraid my pleas to the About 30 years ago, the Aldemary Dominion invaded the Empire. It was a surprise attack. Caught everyone off guard. They ended up sacking the Imperial City. I was there, blasting apart young elven men and women with fireballs and lightning bolts. By Akatosh, all the blood, the smell of flesh burned and pulled apart by magic. I never want to do that to another soul, ever again.
Honestly, at this point, Firebrand is feeling the same way.
Fine day in Dawnstar.
Just a servant of Skald the Elder. Not worthy of time.
Okay, I won't give you time or consideration then.
There's no
okay.
honor.
So we got nightmares happening here, but it doesn't look like there's anything I can do about it. Plus, we've got our own issues to deal with. But we are going to mark down Dawnstar
I wasn't born in Skyrim,
as a
but when I
place to
served
visit
the Legion,
again.
this land became my home.
Because, yeah, it looks like they definitely need our help here, but we've got other things to do. Okay, we've got Hella's Folly up here, and we've got Snowpoint Beacon down here. Got some spider. Oh no, that's not. Those are my little guys. Oh, you two are so cute. Okay. I was a little worried that I was going to have to fight for a second, but no, those are my little guys. They're just taking things home. All right. Definitely cold out here. We're going to have to take a right through this pass. We're going to have to find a way to that island. That's a troll fighting some wolves. Leave them alone. Gotta say, I'm sick and tired of white and gray. Like, I've been up here for a while, but I kind of miss the colors down in, you know, Riverwood and the southern areas of Skyrim. Alright, now the question is, am I going to be able to get down easy, or am I going to have to use some sort of horrible mountain climbing nonsense? Okay, so there is a path down. Chances are we're going to have to cross some water here. But hopefully not too much. It's not this island, it's the next one. Okay, awesome. Definitely have some weird texture issues here. Thank you, to my many, many mods. It's just a thing that's going to happen sometimes. Okay, we're going to leave the horse next to this big outcropping of rocks. Now there's a helm here I'm supposed to be getting. You gonna fight me?
It is planning on starting a fire? Need something?
I mean, like, I'm not just gonna murder you. I was expecting bandits or something, but I'm mostly just here for the helmet. I don't suppose you'd let me buy it off of you.
Need something?
Nope. Well, we're gonna, while his back's turned, open it up, grab the helm. That was easier than I expected. Like, I'd love to help the guy. But he doesn't seem interested. So we'll just go back the way that we came. We got what we came for. And I guess we got a date with some bandits. Because it's not even noon yet, so I think Snow Point Beacon is the next stop. And since we're going by ourselves, unfortunately, we're free to unleash all the destruction magic we want, but once we get back to Windhelm, we're going to be looking a lot more seriously at illusion magic and other more subtle magics that won't kill my companions. If we take a left, which is this way, not quite yet, but if we go around that way, we should be able to go cross-country, get to Snow Point Beacon. Oh, also, the number of hours that I've lost because I didn't save, we'll just say it's considerable and leave it at that. There's a lot of hours that I've lost already in this very campaign, having to redo things I've already done because the game froze and I forgot to save. So, we're going to be diligent about that if we can. That looks like a military outpost. In theory, they shouldn't have any problem with me, but you never know. People get weird about orcs. Also, like, Firebrand's feeling weirdly guilty about the whole nightmare thing. Maybe, just maybe, we will go back to Dawnstar and see if we can solve that. Not because Firebrand believes that she can solve every problem on Tamriel, but because they specifically reached out to the College of Winterhold and got nothing. And as, at this point, a de facto representative of the College of Winterhold, you know, Firebrand kind of considers it her job to reflect well on the school. So maybe we'll go back. For now, though, we're heading towards Snow Point Beacon. We're going to pass this other tower on the left. Which is definitely also bandits, but not the ones we're here for. Though we might have to deal anyway. Alright, we're going to drop a save. We're going to get off the horse. Let's do some fighting. Silver Hand. I know these guys. These are the ones that were fighting against the companions. Sometimes backing down is the right choice, my friend. Okay. We're gonna leave the horse here. And go see if we can take these guys out. Like I said, no companions means that I can be free with my destruction magic. Oh, you're way up there, okay.
I was sure I heard something.
It's also definitely coming up on time to switch out some of these apprentice level destruction spells for adept. We're getting to that point. Okay, you're directly above me. So what I think I'm gonna do. Nice. Well, there goes the body. It's all the way over there. Did not think that through. But we got the guy we were supposed to got. And I think if I go this way, I should be able to catch up with the body. Yep, there it is. Okay, job done. In theory, we're ready to go back to the college now. We've gotten everything done that we came out here to do. And yet... Dawnstar still needs help. They said something about a priest of Mara in the inn. So against our better judgment, we're going to go ahead. We're going to leave the silver hand or whatever alone. Yeah, go after the easy game, not me, please. I hear you chasing me, just give it up. Okay, if we just keep going forward, we should eventually intersect with the road, which we can take back to Dawnstar. Yeah, we can even angle a little bit to the right. Okay, they're just wolf pups, no big deal. If we don't lose them, the guards will be able to take them on. Okay, the inn.
Move it, move it!
Welcome. Let me know if you want. I think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
Nice and warm in here.
Let's hear it.
Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from Old War.
Wow, you're really bad.
Dreams aren't affecting anyone not from here. Until next time.
Okay, drums I'm fine with.
What troubles you, my daughter?
What's wrong with everyone around here?
The entire town is being plagued by horrible nightmares. They're in serious danger, but I'm afraid there's little I can do about it.
I mean, what could you do anyway? Dreams aren't real?
These dreams are manifestations created by the Daedric Lord, Vermina.
Called it?
She has an awful hunger for our memories. In return, she leaves behind nightmares. Not unlike a cough marks a serious illness. I must end her terrible influence over these people before the damage becomes permanent. I need to return to the source of the problem, to Nightcaller Temple. Perhaps you'd be willing to assist me in that regard.
Yeah. What do you mean return?
I've already said too much. If anyone overhears what we're saying, it could start a panic. I would simply ask that you trust me and help me end Dawnstar's nightmares.
Okay, how can I help?
Wonderful. My Lady Mara will be quite pleased. Nightcaller Temple is only a short walk from Dawnstar. Come, we must hurry.
And who is this Vermina?
Vermina resides in a strange realm known as Quagmire, a nightmarish land where reality shifts upon itself in seemingly impossible ways. From her citadel at the center, She reaches forth to collect our memories, leaving nothing in return, apart from visions of horror and despair.
Great. What does she do with the memories? I assume she eats them?
Who can say? Perhaps she collects them for display like works of art in a nonsensical art gallery. Whatever the case may be, her intentions are far from benevolent.
I mean, yeah, she's a Daedra.
Huh? I promise to answer all of your questions. Follow me.
Seems like this guy's going to be one of my followers, in theory. Alright, I'm following. Let's go.
I work for the Wind Peak Inn. You should head on inside.
Follow me.
I'm ready.
It feels good to finally have a chance to help these people. Helplessly watching them suffer has been difficult.
I bet. Alright, I guess we're going to leave the horse here. Where are we going?
The tower on that hill is our destination. People around here call it the Tower of the Dawn.
Should probably eat something while I'm here.
The tower on that hill is our tower's history. But it was deserted for quite a long time before Nightcaller Temple was established inside. When the temple was active, the priests would rarely be seen in Dawnstar. They preferred to live a solitary existence. The temple has been abandoned for decades now. Ironic, isn't it? A ruin within a ruin.
I don't think that's what irony means.
I established inside the tower's entry hall. I was hoping to seek spiritual guidance from her. Perhaps my prayers were answered, and your reason for stumbling across Dawnstar is more than a mere coincidence.
Yeah, I mean, the main reason I'm here helping out is because my companion died. So, like, as far as that's concerned, you're right. So there's the tower. Amazing that there were people living there, like, a couple of 100 feet from Dawnstar, but they never came down. Like, it's not like they're, like, the Greybeards, right? Up at the top of High Hrothgar. It's right here. Oh, good. You are gonna run. Let's go. Come on, catch up. I see ore over there. But we're not going to be distracted. Let's go, let's go. I especially hate having to kill pups. Makes me very sad. Oh, and there's a troll up here. Looks like it was fighting against the wolves.
Before we enter, I must warn you about the dangers that could be lurking within. Years ago, this temple was raided by an orc war party seeking revenge. They were being plagued by nightmares, just like the people of Dawnstar.
I mean, obviously they weren't successful, but I'll ask anyway.
No. Knowing they could never defeat the orcs, the priests of Vermina released what they called the miasma, putting everyone to sleep.
Why is it dangerous if they're asleep?
I'm concerned that when this place is unsealed, the miasma will dissipate and they'll awaken, both orcs and priests alike.
So what you're saying is we're probably going to end up having to fight people who really aren't our enemies, but will kill us if they have a chance. That's fair.
The miasma was created by the priests of Vermina for their rituals. It's a gas that places the affected in a deep sleep. Because the rituals would last for months or even years, the miasma was designed to slow down the aging process.
Lovely. Is it dangerous?
Sadly, yes. The longer an individual is exposed to the miasma, the more the mind can become damaged. Those who've been under the effect of it for extended periods of time have been known to lose their minds entirely. In some cases, a few never awoke at all.
So we kind of have to assume that these orcs are going to be
inside,
enemies. Okay. Yeah, this temple definitely looks like it hasn't been used in a while.
Yes, my daughter. What is it I can help with?
Don't call me that. Ooh. Investigate the Galder legend. We're going to go ahead and hold on to that one.
Give me just a moment, and I'll have this open.
Oh, nice. Okay, okay.
Now I can show you the source of the nightmares. Over here. Behold the skull of corruption, the source of Dawnstar's woes.
Yeah, there's definitely something down there.
And destroy it. Come, there's no time to lose.
Okay, so we know these folks are likely to hurt us. So we're just going to go ahead and get them up. And then get them back down again. Honestly, probably a mercy. But I don't know how to get through here.
Damn it! The priests must have activated this barrier when the miasma was released.
Looks difficult to breach, although I do see a soul gem on the other side.
Impossible, actually. I wonder. There may be a way to bypass the barrier, but I must check their library and confirm it can be done.
You seem to know a lot about this place.
I suppose there's no point in concealing the truth any longer. My knowledge of this temple comes from personal experience. I was a priest of Vermina.
I like that word, was.
When the orcs invaded the temple, I fled. I left my brothers and sisters here to die. I've spent the last few decades living in regret and seeking redemption from Mara. And by her benevolence, I will right my wrongs.
Okay, fair enough. Let's go.
I still have my key to the library. Whenever you're ready, let's move on.
How can the skull be affecting Dawnstar?
Lore holds that the Skull of Corruption holds a constant hunger for the memories of others. The skull has been out of touch for so long, I fear it's gained the ability to reach out on its own and try to feed. What it does with these memories is just conjecture, and an argument for scholars and historians to this very day.
Alright, let's go.
We mustn't tarry. The skull needs to be destroyed as soon as possible.
Thought maybe I could shout through the barrier, but no.
It's just up here.
Yeah, that must be the library. I checked the door earlier, but I needed a key, which apparently you have.
We're certain to find more of the awakened within.
I'm ready. Never mind, you got it.
Yes, my daughter. What is it I can help with?
Don't call me that. Okay, so, Orcish Invader. What now? You seem stuck. Gonna go ahead and drop a save here. There we go.
This library used to be filled with arcane volumes. Now look at it. Almost everything's been burned. I hope the tome we need is still intact.
That would be lucky. Okay, there's almost certainly more enemies down here.
They must stop us! Take heed, they've awakened! Victory is yours! I'm the dead!
Victory is yours! I submit!
Okay. We'll get to you in a sec.
Barring any more interruptions, perhaps we can locate the information I need.
You got some stuff on your mace.
We're looking for a book of alchemical recipes called the Dream Stride. The tome bears the likeness of Vermina on the cover. It should be here somewhere.
Okay.
If you'll check the shelves around the balcony, I'll check around the lower level.
Destroy this! Tear it apart!
We're just gonna step back. Let them do their thing. Oh, right in the back of the leg, and gets set on fire by the exploding Atronach. Very nice. Like, I'm definitely enjoying the little bits of Magicka potion I'm getting. Book of Daedra. I've seen that a couple of times at this point. Okay, not you. Wow, look at all this stuff. Daedra hearts. Taproot. Some potions. That said, pretty sure this is not where I'm supposed to be going. Alright, we're gonna go back up. Because he said check the books on the balcony. Nope, all burned. All burned. The firmament. Not what I'm looking for, though. Pretty much all burned. Ah, there it is. Got it.
Yes, my daughter. What is it I can help with?
Don't call me that. Found it.
Let me take a look. Mara be praised. There is a way past the barrier to the inner sanctum. It involves a recipe for a liquid known as Vermina's torpor.
That sounds like a sleep potion, if I'm being honest.
Yes. The torpor grants an ability the priests of Vermina called the Dream Stride, using dreams to travel distances in the real world.
Okay, that seems pretty cool.
Quite amazing, yes. Alchemy and the blessings of a divine, distilled down into a ingestible liquid. Sadly, I have yet to see it function in person.
Okay, so I'm gonna be the test subject, I suppose?
As a sworn priest of Mara, the elixir won't work for me. The torpor will only work for priests of Vermina, or the unaffiliated.
That seems convenient, but okay.
I will not lie to you. There is some risk involved. The last time the torpor was imbibed could have been decades ago. But I swear upon Lady Mara that I will do everything within my power to prevent any harm from befalling you.
Okay, where can we find it?
I believe there is a laboratory in the East Wing. If we proceed there, we should be able to locate a sample.
Okay, what's this gonna be like?
You'll be viewing the memory of another through your own eyes and with your own body.
Weird.
Those around you will perceive you as normal, and you will find the words you utter may not be your own. Thanks to all of these odd principles, there is quite a lot of debate as to whether this is really a dream or just the machinations of Vermina.
Okay, how will I know when to awaken?
I will watch over you as you slumber to ensure your safety. If I deduce anything is amiss, I will use my arts to bring you back. Otherwise, I am uncertain what will end your dream stride. Perhaps when Vermina's curious appetite has been filled.
Great.
Now that they've been dealt with, we need to find the torpor. It should be in a small bottle, very similar to a potion. I'll begin searching up here.
Okay.
The torpor should be in a tall bottle with dark liquid. If you find it, bring it to me.
Now, he said he's going to search up here, which tells me I need to be searching downward. We already checked everything here, so I guess it's likely to be downstairs. We got mead, we got wine. Definitely feels like people really enjoyed their time here. Also keeping an eye open for fire salts. Yes, thank you. Beautiful. Yeah, fire salts are gonna allow us to make, like, beverages and, not beverages, food that heats us up. So we're gonna take all the fire salts we can get, and there's the torpor. So we're going to drop a save and then bring that back up. Everything okay up here? I heard a noise. Where is he? He seems to have vanished. Yeah, speak to him. Okay. I very much hope he didn't just vanish. You in here, buddy? No, you're over here. Okay.
Yes, my daughter. What is it I can help with?
Stop calling me that. I found the torpor.
I'm relieved you discovered a bottle intact. This place looks as though it was ransacked by the orcs. So, I've taken us this far, but you need to guide us the rest of the way. Drink.
All right.
Dawnstar's fate rests in that tiny bottle. The longer we wait, the more damage Vermina could be doing to those poor people. I understand your hesitation, but I promise you that it works.
All right.
Let's continue.
Bottoms up.
The orcs have breached the inner sanctum, Brother Varyn.
We must hold. We can't allow the skull to fall into their hands.
But no more than a handful of us remain, brother.
Then we have no choice. The miasma must be released.
The miasma? But brother...
We have no alternative. It's the will of Vermina. And what about you, Brother Casimir? Are you prepared to serve the will of Vermina?
I've made my peace. I'm ready.
Then it's decided. Brother Casimir, you must activate the barrier and release the miasma. Let nothing stop you. Brother Thoric, we must remain here and guard this skull with our lives if necessary.
Agreed to the death.
Then let it be done. Farewell, my brothers.
Oh, now that one must have hurt.
Okay, so we're gonna avoid the orcs.
No one crosses me.
Got a bedroom down here. More orcs.
Here we go.
Now we seem to be on the other side. But now that I have control back, I should be able to just take the soul gem out and disable the barrier. Nice.
It worked. Mara be praised.
You sound
You
surprised.
vanished after drinking the torpor and materialized on the other side. I've never seen anything quite like it.
Huh. I guess it served a purpose.
After what you just experienced, you are not amazed? I'm at a loss for words.
We can discuss it later. Let's go.
Indeed. My reverence for Vermina's machinations should not take precedence over our mission. My apologies. The inner sanctum lies ahead. We must reach the skull and put an end to Dawnstar's troubles. Lead on, my friend. Come, we must get to the skull and destroy it.
Our illusion is doing very well. So we should definitely be working more on that. Amazing how many, like, impalings with ice it took to beat that guy. Every one of them has a magic potion on them, so we're definitely gonna stock up. Wow, you died in an awkward position.
They mustn't. You pay for your mercy.
100 gold. Wow. Some soul gem fragments. I feel like we're walking right into a trap.
Baron, Thoric, you're alive. No thanks to you, Casimir. I no longer use that name. I'm Miranda, priest of Mara. You're a traitor. You left us to die and then ran before the miasma took you. No, I was scared. I wasn't ready to sleep. Enough of your lies. I can't allow you to destroy the skull, priest of Mara. Then you leave me no choice. What?
Let's go ahead.
Lady Mara.
Let him take most of the damage. We're gonna focus on Thoric. Got him. Break his ward.
Could you, Arender?
I mean, he called you by the right name. In the end. Orum's Aquatic Escape. Caster is invisible for 15 seconds. And can breathe underwater and gets improved night vision. Probably never going to use it, but it's pretty cool.
It's time. The skull must be destroyed.
You doing okay, buddy?
Stand back. I'll perform the ritual granted to me by Lady Mara. I knew Varen and Thoric. They were my friends. Is this punishment for my past? Is it Mara's will to torment me so? First, an incantation to remove Varen.
I mean, if you had stayed, you wouldn't be here to help, right? So there's something to be said for that, at least.
I call upon you, Lady Mara. The skull hungers. It yearns for memories and leaves nightmares in its wake. Grant me the power to break through this barrier and to send the skull to the depths of oblivion.
He's deceiving you. When the ritual's complete, the skull will be free, and then Arender will turn on you. Quickly, kill him now. Kill him and claim the skull for your own. Vermina commands you.
Yeah, no. See, if it hadn't been for the fact that I have dealt with Daedra before, I might say yes. I might actually be taken in. But you're like the third or fourth Daedra to speak inside my brain. I'm not falling for it. I'm gonna let him finish. Also, I'll go ahead and drop a save.
Forgive me if I don't appear relieved. This temple has taken its toll on me.
So, we're done?
Yes. The skull has been destroyed, and Dawnstar is safe.
Excellent.
I'd constructed a meager shrine to Mara in the antechamber where we entered. My intention was to spend the rest of my years here, burying the past and praying for forgiveness. But instead, I wish to offer my services to you. If you ever wish to journey with me, I'll be here.
Thank you.
There's no need to thank me. What you did was for the people of Dawnstar. If anyone should be thanked, it should be you. Azura's wisdom to you, friend.
I guess you're coming along.
Let's not waste any time.
I mean, you're no Raya, but you know, I guess you'll do.
I was recruited as an acolyte of Vermina as a young elf. I had no real childhood to speak of. We weren't permitted to socialize.
So elves aren't born fully grown, but then again I know that because orcs are apparently a type of elf in Tamriel, or on Nirn, the planet. Okay, so we got our quests done, and we hopefully have allowed the people of Dawnstar to have a good night's sleep for the first time in divines know how long. Am I going the right way? I never know if I'm going the right way. I think I'm going the right way. No, that's where we came from. I'm so bad at this. I definitely feel like now I'm going back in instead of out. Yeah, definitely. Okay. Oh no, that's the out. Okay, I thought I wasn't going through there because it's a place I've already been, but it's actually the out. Okay, fair enough. Oh, so beautiful.
I've been enjoying this journey with you. Not for the wealth we've accumulated, but just being able to carry Mara's will to every corner of Skyrim.
Absolutely gorgeous. We're grabbing a screenshot of that for my own personal desktop background, if nothing else. Good lord. Okay, back to Dawnstar, and also it's 1:30 in the morning, so we should probably get some sleep, at which point I'll go ahead and end the video. So let's just see if we can get back to Dawnstar without being attacked by yet another pack of wolves. We'll see. And I hope that everyone in Dawnstar gets to sleep for like 3 days solid. Because as someone who has dealt with chronic nightmares and night terrors, just for a few nights or a week is rough. But it sounds like these folks have been going through this for months. So like, I'm definitely glad I was able to help out. There should be an inn around here somewhere. That's a barracks, not quite the same thing. No, that's the White Hall. Apparently a Reekling managed to get in at some point. Clearly the guards took care of that.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything.
Let's see. Yeah, what I need is a place to stay, please and thank you.
I'm sorry. My mind was just somewhere else. Do you need a room? Drink?
Room would be good, thanks.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Awesome.
I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Friends, I think this is it for today. We've got ourselves a new follower. Gotta admit, he lacks Raya's spirit, lacks her enthusiasm, but maybe when we bring him back to the College at Winterhold, he'll learn to forgive himself for what he did. Who knows? For now, friends, we're sleeping. We're going to give ourselves an extra bit of night's sleep, so I'm going to go ahead and sleep the full 8 hours. We're going to wake up at 10 a.m. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope I'll see you in the next video.